Good morning, YouTube. Hope everybody having a pleasant morning so far. Your boy coming back at you with another video. Invicta, as you can see. Yeah. This is my my first actual, well, not the first dive box, my second dive box. I have a dive box that came with my my S1. So this is my second dive box. It's quite smaller, but it's not about the box. It's what's in this box. Man, when y'all see what it looks like, y'all be blown away. Clasp. Let's open it up. Bam. Look at that. Zeus bolt, the mid-size. I don't even know what to say. Man. It's a beautiful watch. Get this insert up out of there. There's nothing on it. They just put these in there just to, just to make it look a little bit better. Which, yeah, looking at it just like this makes it look kind of cheap. So the little cardboard insert is what, they give it to make it look more professional and stuff. And just eliminate a lot of this dead space that's in here. This is so beautiful. If I can get it out of there. This is why the dive boxes that come with them are usually not used by a lot of people. It's still a pretty good box, and looking at it, there's nothing in it. It's literally just a smaller version of the dive box that came with the S1. My cousin has a 3-slot that came with his. He has a bolt quartz, and it came with a 3-slot. He has a loop, and it came with the yellow 1-slot. What was it? No, it was 1 slot. It was 1 slot. Yeah, it's 1 slot. And his 3-slot, the black one. Now, so I have the gray and blue 8-slot, and that's the black on black with the silver writing and stuff. But anyway, like I said, it's not about the black box. It's not about the box. It's about this. Gonna bring something in that'll be catered to, that I'll be getting into later in the video. Just gonna put it off to the side, because I'm gonna be doing it's not really gonna be showing off my collection so much as just just comparing the sizes, because you'll be able to see the sizes. Like I said, this is a mid-size. What's great about this is usually the mid-size is only for the women. Alright? It's only for the women. When I first seen that they had a mid-size Zeus, it was a woman's Zeus, and I believe it was on the strap. I believe it was. It was on a strap, but it was only for the women. Then a few months or so later, I saw another one, but it was also for women. It was a bracelet, and it was pretty cool looking. It had like little designs and stuff going on in the face, but it was only for the women. I've seen several boats come out. The Elegant Zeus and all that type of stuff. The leather bands, the poly bands, the silicone bands. I have a bracelet. My bracelet actually got messed up. Um, Not from the company's issue, through human error. I actually left it on the top of my shelf, and I didn't realize it was still up there, and I was doing something, but I guess it shook the shelf and it rolled down. It didn't crack the glass or anything, but it messed up the. I won't even call the band met the bracelet messed up. I just got to get a pin put in it, but it messed up the plates that hold the wires in. It's whatever though. It still looks good. I'll eventually get it another full size. Man, but this is my replacement for that. Let me take out this thing so if it keeps rolling. I'll put it back on it when I get ready to do the little size comparison, because it's pretty easier just to move them around in the case and show you a side by side than trying to hold them. So look at this, and that's real pearl. That is real pearl. Real pearl in there. It's so beautiful. That real pearl, white mother of pearl. This is the only pearl watch I have. I don't have any other pearl that I sell the pearl. Any other watch that has pearl in it. It's the only one I have that's pearl, and I love the way it looks. It's really cool. Man, on the I got it off eBay, and that's where I get all my watches. But on the website, I believe the buyer description says gold. This is actually a two-tone. It says gold tone, but it's two-tone. It's two-tone. Gold and silver. I rather refer to it as two-tone. I love it. The gold. I don't know. The gold face was not really, necessary. The inner face could have been silver or whatever. I mean, it's not bad. I love it the way it is. But if I could have changed anything on it, that's something I would have changed, was making the outer face just silver. The reason for that, I feel like it somewhat takes away from the pearl, I feel. Because when you first look at the face, your eyes are not really directed toward the pearl. It's directed toward that gold. So I feel like if the inside was silver or even black, it would have made your eye focus on the pearl more. So that's the only thing I would change. And I would have had the top portion here. The top of the bezel would have been gold with the silver cable instead. But I still love it the way it is. I would love them to come out with another version of this, like a 2.0 version of this with that. Man, so yeah, it's just like the full size, everything. It's got that R. So this is the top of the line quality here. Even the sides of it's completely mirror polished. I didn't even mention that yet, but it is. Looking at it, the brush up the middle here and everywhere else is mirror polished. It's brush finished in the numbers as well. So it just got the little brush stripe, which wasn't necessary. It's a nice touch, but it's not necessary. Man, it's not necessary. Look at the cable work. Yeah, it's just like the big boy. And the backs are different, and I'll show you that in a minute. But get the back. Invicta bolt, Zeus. What's your model number? And if you actually want the model number, just leave a comment and say that you want the model number. I'll put it in the comments. I'll put it in the comments for you if you are interested in seeing the model number. Stainless steel back. I think most. It's something that I always hated that they put on watches, a stainless steel back. I mean, no watch has a gold back or platinum back. They all have silver. Not silver. They all have the stainless steel back. Most of the inner parts of the clasps are steel, so I feel like that's stuff that they don't really need to put on watches, you know. But it's not a bad thing. But it's something that's just I always felt not necessary, you know. Get some dust on it. Is that the glue? Piece of plastic still on it. I'll get it off later. I might be able to get it. Got the plastic still on the clasp. Trying to get that off of there. Oof. I didn't even notice that either until I just took that clasp out. Even the clasp is mirror polished. Oh man, even the clasp is mirror polished. I mean, the clasp is so shiny you can literally see my phone through it. Oh my, that's amazing. Even the back, wow. It's really nice. And I'm gonna do the comparison of just the bolt out of the thing before I actually do the actual size comparison. I'm just gonna do a comparison because these are two watches of the same line. All right. Just because of that fact alone, because they're brothers in arm or sisters in arm, whichever you want to say. Looking at them two together, you can already just see a big size difference. Come back a little bit. You can just really see a big size difference in these two timepieces. This watch is incredibly dwarfed by this big boy here. Now, this isn't the biggest watch I have. The Speedway. I keep saying Speedway. I want a Speedway, so I keep saying Speedway. The S1 is the biggest Invicta watch I have. It's actually the biggest watch I have, period. I have no watch bigger than the S1 in size. In thickness, this is actually the thickest I have is actually this. This is the thickest watch, not the widest watch I have. So you can see it's just dwarfed. Just dwarfed. And look at the face. Green face here. The green face. Here. Yeah. it's got the strap from my Lupa Diver. This actually makes my ninth invicta watch. Yeah, about my ninth, 8 or 9. So I'm getting up there. You can see. I'm getting up there. But yeah, this is got the mirror polish lining around the bezel with the satin finish crown and pushers with the brushed edges and satin around. So it has a lot of finishings here. And as you see, it's the two ends here. You can see where they got. Well, this one I just took that one out because this one was just hanging, and it was falling out on this side because you can see where it hit. It kind of like rolled. So, but it didn't really mess up all too much. The only the insurance just doesn't cover like the band. It only I love Invicta, but that's one thing I'll continue to say is horrible. Their insurance is horrible. I love the watch, but don't buy their insurance. Don't buy the insurance. Just be careful with your timepiece. And for the most part, you can take them to a regular jewelry store and get it fixed. Like I said, I had this. My mom had it sent because she got this for me as a gift, and she had it sent since the insurance is in her name. She had it sent to their. I forgot. I think it was in Oklahoma. She had to have it sent to Oklahoma, which is where their repair shop is, or something like that. And they give us a call. Well, she called them. They were just like most insurance companies, trying to be slick. So she ended up calling because she didn't get an email, a call, or anything from them to say that they were fixing it. And I don't know if I even told the story before, but if I did, I'm sorry. But if I didn't, here it is. And then she called. She asked them what's going on, why she hasn't been getting updates of what's going on. And they tell her, hey, it's going to cost $80 to put the pin in the bracelet. And then it's going to be like another $30, $40 to have it shipped back. So their insurance is a scam, but the watch itself is of good quality, but their insurance is a straight scam. Because I only paid $11 to have it shipped from here to the repair shop, but having it shipped from the repair shop back is gonna cost me $30 or $40. I forgot exactly what she said they were charging, but it was a crazy amount for the shipping, whereas I didn't even pay that much to ship this here. I mean ship it there, but yeah. But anyway, the story time over. And looking at the backs, don't know if you can really tell. For me, I'll do this. I'll do it like this so you can actually see. As you can see, the back, it has raised ridges here on this one. Stuff. Still has the same back, but this one's flush. It's really flush and smooth, whereas this one has the raised numbers and stuff. I don't know why they decided to make that change. Maybe because it was smaller. It was harder to get those details, but I feel like they could have gotten them. They might have done it for comfortability. Or maybe all the new bolts. I don't have any of the new bolts. This is old. This one's old. This is from 2015. Well, I got it in 2016, but the design is from 2015 because the watch had actually came back a few times. It had came back a couple of times. So yeah, it's not a new design. So maybe the newer designs have the smooth back for comfortability. I'm not gonna lie, with the raised ridges, if you wear the watch where it's like rubbing against your skin, it will cause irritation. So it can cause irritation with the raised letters. It's not unbearably uncomfortable, but it's just one of them things that's like it could be, more comfortable. So maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm not gonna even try and figure it out, but it could be for that reason because it is. I mean, it's not as big of an uncomfortable. It's not as uncomfortable in the winter as it is during the summer. I found that in the summer, the back does irritate my skin, but that's not even just that one. Watches in general can irritate your skin in the summer because your skin sweats and stuff. So, that could be why. This might be more of their spring and stuff kind of design. So I don't know. Maybe that's why. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said. But here we go. We're gonna be looking at a size comparison, not a thickness comparison. All right, I might do a thickness comparison with the both. Not really showing them off, but this is my S1. And if you can't tell from that angle how much that watch dwarfs, it is legit dwarfed. This watch is pretty much dwarfed by every watch in my collection. The only ones that I haven't put in my collection are the other one I probably showed which is the Jeffrey Bean, and that's because it's really hard to compare square watches to a round watch, which is why it's always have these two like this, because this is a mid-sized what is it? It's called the 110, a G-Shock 110. This is the mid-size. This is actually the rare colorway for this mid-size. But because of the way G-Shocks are made, like this is not circular. It's like a weird shape. It's kind of circular, but kind of not. And just like this one's kind of circular at the face, but the body shape is not really along the lines of like regular, octagonal, body shapes of watches. Most watches are usually either have a circular body or like an oval, octagonal kind of shaped body. And this one has neither square, rectangle, or octagon. It's kind of like its own little kind of shape, and it's kind of hard to really determine, because of the way it's shaped. But look, I measured by the face, and they're pretty. This is pretty much like a 50. So, well, not 50. 40, 43. It's in the 43-50 kind of range. Then right here you're looking at a 58 or 56. I can't remember, but I believe it is a 58. 52, a 45, and about a 43, 42, 43. It's more along the lines of a 45, Like I said, it's kind of hard to tell. Something I've done is with measurements and stuff. People say with Invicta watches, especially like the bolts and the sea hunters and nomas, is you're supposed to measure to the crown, which is what I think they do on the websites, is measure on the crown by because when I've seen some people measure them on YouTube, they measure the bolt at 53, and some people measure it at 51. I don't know why they're getting I kind of get where they're getting 51 from, because they're probably measuring it from just here to here. They're not measuring it from here to here. And I think the website puts the bolt in the middle and says 52. Same thing with this. I feel like even though it says 50, it says 45. I think it's more like 46, because as you look at the venom, it's not exactly, you know, it's much smaller. And the full size venom is a 52. It sits up just a little bit higher than a bolt, a full size bolt, because the bolt is, I think, 21 or 22 millimeters thick, and I think the venom is 22 or 23 millimeters thick because of the bezel. This is mostly case, this is mostly bezel. And this is about 43 or 44. It's hard to tell. That's why I just put it up front. I usually I don't organize my watches by my favorites necessarily. I organize them by size, because I kind of like that ladder effect, because it looks a bit neater to me. So I try to organize my watches by size. But I will be doing a most worn video for my watches, and if y'all are interested in seeing my most worn shoes, let me know. Let me know. Alright? Let me know. I might be doing a regret, like as in, like shoes I actually regret buying video, maybe, you know, I'm probably gonna do that. A shoes I regret buying video. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna do a shoe I regret buying video. That'll probably be coming up soon too, and I'm gonna do a most worn video as well. But anyway, I'm gonna move this out of here. It's gonna go back, but I'm gonna move it out just to show you guys. Just to show you guys. Yeah, as you can see, this is a 40. Personally, I think they're only counting it as a 40 because of the crown. Reason being, it looks smaller than a 40. This watch here, this is my Pro Diver, I get a battery for it, is about a 40 in itself. It's about a 40. It's supposed to be about a 40. It's about a 40, and looking at them, this looks a little bit wider than this. Maybe it's because the diameter of the face is smaller, but this definitely looks a bit thicker. It looks a bit thicker. And I'm going to move that, put it up here. Looking at it from the top, it still looks the same. The Pro Diver looks thicker. I'm gonna fix it in a minute. I'm looking at this next to my Rally. You can see how much the Rally dwarfs it, man. But I'm taking it out though. I'm gonna move these back off. I'm gonna move it back off, and but you see how small it is. And my cousin, I showed it to my cousin, and he said the same thing. It looks a bit smaller than 40. It looks like it's about a 38 or 39. It looks like it's about 38 or 39. I have a 32 millimeter Pro Diver, but I took the bracelet off because it doesn't have a battery, and the glass, I don't know how the glass got cracked. I don't know if it got cracked when I was moving Well, what I mean, when I was cleaning up, maybe it got cracked that way. I don't know. I just looked at it one night, and it was like cracked. It's not even like completely cracked. I'll probably show it if I haven't. It's not completely cracked. It's more or less like, looks like it's 2 layers of glass, and it looks like the first layer may have like cracked. So, but it doesn't have a battery anyway. I'll probably get a battery for it. Alright. But, that's about it. I'm gonna wrap it up, and, that's gonna be that. Pretty much. Man, thing's beautiful, but I'm out of here. Y'all stay breezy and be safe. Peace.